Thomas Brown was born and raised near a small New Jersey town. When he was young, he always prayed a teacher would be found who knew about the ancient ways of living with the land, where everything needed could be made by his own hands. Stalking Wolf was passing through in 1956. An ancient Apache who had a nephew who had a son named Rick. A shaman from the Lipan tribe that showed the white man's ways. Undetected, roaming wild, they still do to this day. Little Tom was walking on the riverbank near his home. Along the shore, hunting for fossils as he roamed. White Coyote, seeking stones that talked, was then revealed when he met the ancient, crying for that prophecy fulfilled. The younger one was 7 and the old one 83. It had to have been written in the stars. Even at a glance, it's not by chance these two should finally meet. I have to believe that's the way things are. Tom and Rick made throwing sticks and shelters out of leaves, solar stills and spinning hand drills for water and fire needs. Soon, in fact, they learned to track a mouse across solid stone. Flint was napped, sticks attached, the woods became their home. Then the old wolf brought the sacred arts of stealth and camouflage, concentric rings of all things, the way that nature talks, the power of the healing herbs and the absence of all thought. What a shame I can't explain in words what he all taught. Well, Tom was shook when Stalking Wolf took him up to Prophecy Hill. And he went and said, when those skies turn red, you only have until 1 year's time to escape the grime, and then the shit will hit the fan. The earth is sick, so turn this trick, change that future if you can. Then one day the old man pointed to a coyote track to be analyzed. 11 years till graduation day. And when he heard all the intricate details, he was finally satisfied. Smiled at Tom and forever walked away. The saving of this planet seemed a vision out of reach. Clues were few, he only knew someday he had to teach. Then some military personnel must have heard what he could do. Tell that hick he'll fit in well with special forces too. So Thomas Brown was teaching special forces covert ops. They ran into a soldier who resented him a lot, practicing survival skills with an obsession rarely seen. A few details, nickname nails, he smiled but kinda mean. Many years went round and Mr. Brown got a phone call from a Fed. Hop a train, the man you trained just shot a family dead. He finally snapped, we feel like crap, but his services were through. He's on the run, he's got a gun, and now it's up to you. Well, Tom was pissed, you know they can just kiss my sorry ass. But then again, Nails must have gone insane. They drill these men to kill and then just toss them out like trash. So he agreed to hunt the man that he'd once trained. In a desert land of rock and sand, they drove out to a broken cottage where a charcoal scrawl on a blood-stained wall said the hunted always has the advantage. Nails had used this Apache view to lure him to the chase. Macabre and tortured was the man that he now sought to face. Tom hit the trail of the desperate Nails in a country rugged and vast. One false step in a lethal trap would surely be his last. And he found a few, so he had to do a thing he didn't like, and climb inside Nails' tortured mind and feel where he would hike. Many days it was this deadly, grueling game, and then a mouse through concentric rings from an abandoned ruin, saying a man was hiding out. Without the gun he'd always shunned, Tom hoped to disarm Nails and send him on that falling sun, presumably to jail. Call it all stupidity, or call it all a lie. I don't think the critics have a clue. But living on the edge of life, there is no greater high or pleasing thing to God that we can do. It might have been the snake he missed that rattled by his side, that threw a small concentric ring and gave away Tom's hide. But pushed beyond exhaustion while deciphering a track, suddenly he knew Nails' gun was pointed at his back, twisting round and rising like a seething, raging beast. A gunshot grazed his lower back, Wolverine unleashed. Crunching bones sung his own that broke upon the man. Thomas Brown brought him down and killed him with his hands. once upon a metaphoric story of our times, I stumbled on a blueprint chord and fell into a rhyme. The doorway of the ancient skills, the seed that may give birth and change the probable future of destruction of the earth. For 10 years since the old one left, time was mostly out of reach, wandering and perfecting the sacred skills. The Stalking Wolf had prophesied that someday he would teach who would do the job if he were killed. Thomas Brown could soon be found at a school that he had formed, passing down the sacred skills to folks he then informed, aiming for a wall of rock, a flock of sandpipers' heads. Not one leaves, but all as one, they turn away in